So, like I was saying, the game is basically already on its last leg. And again, I have to say it over and over. I have to option select cover what I'm saying with I do like the game. But I'm gonna tell you what I think the root cause of why these games just literally are on a timer the second they hit the console, or whatever platform you want you're playing it on. Although we need it, although we use it every day, social media, YouTube, Twitch literally kill these games. All right, it's just the truth. But I'm gonna name something else. But I'm gonna talk about the social media and the media side of what kills these games so fast. These games have basically been monetized. All right, when a Street Fighter comes out, everybody's in a rush to be the best, and in that rush to be the best, is so tied in with making money that the game literally has no chance to be fun. We skipped the whole fun process. Y'all remember having fun? I remember having fun. Street Fighter 4 was fun. We played that game because we love Street Fighter. When Street Fighter 5 came out, it immediately became a money grab. All right. And I remember that was like 2016. I remember going to final round, and it was more people in that final round than supposedly ever. That part I can't confirm or deny, but I do remember the rumors that this was the most stacked final round. Because I remember I seen Bunchan. I saw all the big Japanese players in Atlanta. But I'm going off on a tangent. What's killing these games is basically people chasing money and fame on YouTube. So they're releasing all their setups. They're either releasing it on Twitter, or they're releasing a guide to how to do it on YouTube. And they're chasing the money either through views and subscribers, or they're chasing the money on winning tournaments, y'all. I'm letting that process. All right, I'm letting y'all digest that, because how can any game last if people are... All right, let me put it like this. I'm gonna explain to you how I learned this, because I didn't come up with this on my own. When I started playing Street Fighter 4, I'm gonna tell y'all, the guy I seen name was Player F. He was a tournament player from back in the day. What is back in the day? Back in the day is before YouTube. When I say back in the day, he was a tournament player before YouTube existed. And this is what he told me. He said none of y'all would be any good if y'all play how we played back in the day, because he said when you play somebody in a tournament back in the day, the literal first time you ever saw a setup was against that opponent. All right, there was no, like y'all ever sit there and listen to a tournament and you listen to James Chen or Ultra Davis say, "What's the setup?" Or IFC Yipes, you name your favorite commentator, but you're gonna hear them say, "What's the setup?" And then when they do the setup, the commentator knows the setup. It's because that commentator has done his homework. His homework wasn't to play that character. His homework was to be on top of what's going on in the streets and literally know what the most popular, here's the word, optimal setup. When you watch a tournament, they literally say he did optimal damage. And that's the point Player F was making. That didn't exist back in the day. You literally had no clue what your opponent's character could do. You just had to, and I'm not gonna say whether it was best of 5 or best of 3. I don't know that part because I don't remember us talking about that. But its literal point is, you had to figure it out on the fly. Here we are. We have everything in our palm of our hands. I'm sitting here in training mode. I can control the dummy and I can control me. And I can sit there and watch every setup video that I can find on YouTube. And if I have this matchup that I think that is too hard for me to just figure it out in the match, I'll sit there and set the dummy up and practice getting out of the setup. Y'all, the game cannot last 7 years. We're going to go into burnout. What is burnout? I remember when Destiny 2 came out and my boy Space Jam Jordan was like, "Yo, Shredder, man, you've been playing Destiny too much, man. You need to chill or you're gonna burn out." I was already burnt out when he told me that. I was literally already burnt out. When you get addicted to a game, you can't put it down. But there's pros to it. You get good or you have fun. But the cons, they send you into burnout and you don't even want to look at the game. So here we are, and when you watch a tournament, here we are in 2023, when you watch a tournament, we literally are watching, let's say an E Honda player, he sits down, he plays in a tournament. Everybody watching can immediately say this E Honda player sucks. Why? Because he's not doing the optimal setups and the optimal combos. Y'all, we're 2 months into the game. The game came out in June. It's August. What happened to having fun? Rest in peace to my boy Ricky. I told my boy Ricky, I said when Street Fighter come out, I said I'm going to be sorry for a year. I said I'm going to have fun with the game. He died. I didn't get to have fun. But if he did not die, I literally would not have played this game competitively. You know, the game has to be fun for somebody, y'all. We can't just sit here and chase money. All right, go to work. And I know some people literally have that blessing that they can make money through YouTube, through social media, through Twitch. Fair enough. Look, if it puts money in your pocket and food on the table, do it. But I'm just saying, we literally burned the game out, and we're sitting here looking for the next game to play. Street Fighter came out in June. I bet everybody's already seen all they plan on seeing out of each character, and I bet y'all want the DLC characters right now, right? That's crazy, y'all. When Street Fighter 4 came out, if you weren't doing a flip kicks, if you could do an FADC combo in the first 2 years, it was still blowing our minds. I'm talking about sweep fireball, FADC into another sweep fireball. Literally was blowing our minds for 2 years. And YouTube existed. We see Free One Up play, and I'm finna throw some names at y'all because I'm that old. We see Free One Up play Alucard. Or we see him play DSP couldn't do it. Dark Side Field, he couldn't do it. There was a guy called what was his name? TKK, the King Kendrick. He could do these combos, and they blew our minds because he could focus, attack, dash, cancel. And look, all it was hitting medium punch, medium kick, full forward. We couldn't do it. And that literally, the simple things impressed us. Here we are now. If you ain't using all your meter, drive rush canceling 2 times in the match, not in the match, in a combo, into your super, level 1, level 2, level 3, people don't even want to watch. I'm talking about people are literally sitting there like half sleep because what you're doing, 1, is not worth looking at, and 2, it's not optimal. And then people's mind get blown when all of a sudden something new comes into the scene and it flips everything on its head. I'll give you an example. Sometimes going for the optimal setup, the optimal damage is not the best call. Sometimes position is more important, right? So when somebody comes along in the scene and they're nickel and diming somebody, nickel and diming, the term basically means like doing small combos, but all of a sudden they're winning. Okay, it gets people's antenna retuned. They want to know what's going on. How is this guy winning and he's not playing the correct way? Y'all, it's okay to think for yourself. We can't all be colony ants. Pick up the game, pick a character you like. I play Manon. People telling me to switch characters. Y'all, just let me lose. Just let me lose, man. It's not even that big of a deal. I play the game. I'm having fun. I enjoy slamming people. Level 5 slam actually brings me joy. I don't care about the losses. They don't bother me. They don't bother me at all. I can play this game, and I don't play for long. You go to work, you come home, you play Street Fighter for about an hour or 2, and you're satisfied. But the funny thing is, if this was Street Fighter 4, and let's say it was 2009, I could literally watch Scrubs play, and I would be like tuned in. I'm talking about not even blinking. I'd be so hyped. I remember that, man. There's a channel called Up Your Game. And dudes just used to do call-outs. That's why I started Sunday Night Fights, because I wanted to bring that back to life where the casual players had a scene where they could play. But y'all don't know about that. Y'all don't remember having fun. That's why you don't know what I'm talking about. When Mortal Kombat 1 comes out, y'all, if you're watching this video, please let the game just be fun. Y'all know y'all watching these combo videos. I see it on Facebook. I'm watching people in the beta do literally 50% of your life in a combo. Street Fighter 6, when it came out, there was a beta, cracked beta. People had the game long before the game was released. When the game was released, it was already halfway downloaded. Download complete. That's the name of my channel, Download Complete. Remember that? Infiltration? Y'all don't remember that. That was Evo. Infiltration. Burnout. Y'all let Mortal Kombat make it. Play Mortal Kombat. Have fun. I know people are playing Street Fighter for $1 million. You're not gonna win $1 million. So look, let them burn out. I promise you. I promise you. Even though you're not gonna get the $1 million, you will win just as much as they win. I don't know what they're gonna do with the $1 million. $1 million would be fun. I would love to have $1 million, but it comes at a cost. So for Mortal Kombat, it's gonna be a ton of content in that game, y'all. Let this game be a lesson to be learned in playing a game for fun, because you're not gonna get a new Street Fighter until 2030. I promise y'all that. 2029 at the earliest, but 2030. 7 years. That's when you can start looking for Street Fighter 7. Alright. So, in this time, you can't do nothing about it. The game's it's already heading down the wrong path. So when Aki drops, when Akuma drops, Ed drops, you might as well jump straight to the internet and start learning setups. I'm sorry, this game is, what does my boy Shah say? He says, it's a wash. It's a wash. This game's already a wash. But Mortal Kombat doesn't have to be that way. Tekken 8 don't gotta be that way. Just play those games for fun when they come out. I get if you cut on Twitch, they're not playing for fun. I get your favorite streamer. I get that Ninja Killer, he ain't playing the game for fun. I get Sonic Fox not playing for fun. There's nothing wrong with watching them. There's nothing wrong with watching the content creators. I'm telling you as a person to think for yourself and just play the game for fun. And I promise you, if you do, you take my word for it, and you come back and cuss me out if you think I'm wrong. If you play this game for fun, I promise you, in 2025, you will still have that same joy for Street Fighter 6. Joy that people playing against you will not have. They'll beat you, they'll leave. And you know what? It won't matter. In their mind, they'll think you're sorry. In your mind, you'll think they're great. But you'll think the game is great, because look at all the stuff you got to see. That's just my 2 cents on it, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I appreciate all the views from the last video, man. I was balling seeing all those views. I was even more balling seeing the comments. I love it. I love seeing that people hear my perspective on something and they have their own thoughts. So, yeah, man, let me know what y'all think about monetizing these games that we love. And in a way, we fall right into the trap. And you know, you go to work and the joy that you have from playing a video game has been monetized. So in a way, you come home and play another game outside of the game of life. You play a video game and it's work. Don't let it happen, man.